Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn how to write answers to comprehension questions from a graphic story with dialogues. So we are going to concentrate on this graphic story, We Are Lost, from the Superman's book. So let's get started. So we will look at each frame first. Okay, so we've got how many frames? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so before we start, let me read to you the story again, so to refresh our memory on the graphic story. Okay, the first frame. Okay, okay. Before we start with the first frame, let me introduce to you. These are four of these children. They are actually super friends. Okay, super friends. And who are these super friends? Okay, this one is Misty. She is Misty. This is Flash, this is Thunder, and this is Whisper. So these four of them are super friends. Okay, and each one of them has got supernatural powers. So that's why they are called super friends. Okay, so let's start with the first frame. Okay. Okay, why you need to look at each frame, and you need also to understand, uh, to read, remember, and also understand the dialogues in each frame, because the comprehension question will be asking about this graphic story with dialogues. So from the dialogues, you have to actually digest the information from the dialogues. It is not given as text. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Okay, the title is We Are Lost. Okay, that means the super friends, they are lost. Okay. Okay, where's the lake? I don't know. We are lost. Okay, the second frame. I've got an idea. What? Okay, and the third frame. Wait and see. So who is this? This is Whisper. So he tells his friends, wait and see. Then Thunder says, this isn't much fun. Then the fourth frame, Whisper actually whispers to the rabbit, to a rabbit from a rabbit hole. Okay, Whisper says, Rabbit, we are lost. Where's the lake? Then the rabbit actually whispers to Whisper and says, come with me. Okay, the fifth frame, you can see Whisper still whispering to this rabbit, and Whisper says, thank you very much. At the same time, what Thunder does is he offers the rabbit a carrot, and he says, here you are, rabbit. Okay, the next frame, sixth frame, what does the rabbit do? The rabbit hops excitedly. Hops excitedly because he feels very happy upon receiving a carrot. So he hops. When he hops too high, what happens is he hits a low branch of a tree. Yippee! He says yippee. When he says yippee and hops, he hits the low branch of a tree. Then Whisper says to the rabbit, watch out. Okay. And this is frame 7. Whisper says, are you okay, rabbit? So he asks the rabbit if he's okay. And in frame 8, what does the rabbit say? Now I'm lost. And Whisper, he has got supernatural powers. He can actually whisper and speak to animals. He can also to animals listen and understand animals speaking to him. So he tells his friends, the other super friends, that the rabbit actually says now he's lost. Okay, so that is the story. Okay, so I think you have already also read this story a few times. So I've already explained to you and I've also read the dialogues. So let's get into the questions, the comprehension questions. Okay, what we have here is we have a comprehension exercise which is based on the graphic story with dialogues. So we have how many questions here? We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have altogether we have 9 questions. So what I have done is this is the actual exercise. But I have copied and pasted it uh, in the next page, in the following page, so that it will be easier for you to see and it will be easier for me to also type the answers without having to move the cursor to move the blanks here. So what we'll do, we will start, okay, we will first discuss, we will read out all the questions first before discussing. So we read out all the questions. After after reading out all the questions, then we will start discussing the answers while writing the answers. Okay, so the comprehension exercise. Okay, we will start with number 1. Okay, where do the super friends want to go? Number 2, are they lost? Number 3, who has got an idea? Number 4, who helps them to find their way to the lake? Okay, number 5, do they find the lake? Number 6, what does the rabbit get from thunder? Number 7, how does the rabbit feel when it gets a carrot? Okay, number 8, what does the rabbit do when it gets a carrot? And number 9, what happens to the rabbit now? Okay, actually, there are not many comprehension questions. Actually, 9 questions here actually is all based on the graphic story with dialogues in it. So it is not that difficult. We will do it together now. Okay, let's go to the questions and see how we can answer them. Okay, let's start. Okay, number 1, where do the super friends want to go? The super friends. Okay, let's look at the graphic story again. Okay, let's look at page 1. Page 1, the first frame. Okay, who says okay, actually Misty. Okay, this is Misty, this is Flash, this is uh, Thunder, and this is Whisper. Okay, Misty asks, where's the lake? And Flash says, I don't know. And this is Thunder confirms that, oh, we are really lost now. Okay, so that is the first frame. Okay, so let's go to the first question. We will answer the first question. Okay, okay, I want to use a red color. I hope that hold on. I want to use a red color so it'll be easy for you to see. Okay, so where do the super friends want to go? So from the answer itself, from the first frame itself just now, we already saw that Misty asked where's the lake. So they're actually looking for a lake. So of course they want to go to the lake. So the super friends want to go to a lake. Why is it I write here a lake? Because we do not know which lake. So they just want to go to a lake. Okay? And number 2, are they lost? Yes, from the first frame just now, we already saw that thunder confirms to all the other friends that they are lost. Okay, so the answer will be yes, they yes, they are lost. Okay, remember these questions are all in present tense, so you need to answer them in also, you need to answer them also in present tense. Okay, who has got an idea? Okay, now we have to go back to the frames. Okay, to the second frame. Who is this? This is Whisper. He says, I've got an idea, and his friends, one of them asks, what? So, who has got an idea? Okay, who has got an idea? Whisper. Okay, Whisper. Whisper. Oh my god, I don't know why it's not turning red. Okay, Whisper has got an idea. Okay, so actually you have to make sure you must follow the sentence pattern in the question, and when you answer you also have to follow the sentence pattern in the question. So you see I've written here has got an idea, so actually I've taken from here has got an idea. Okay, and also you can see that I've written the person's name who says, who actually says that he's got an idea, who is Whisper. Okay, number 4, who helps them to find their way to the lake? Okay, let's look again. Okay, where is it? Okay, so it's in the third frame now. Okay, Whisper tells his friends, Whisper tells his friend, wait and see. And Thunder says, this isn't much fun because they're worried because they're already lost. So he says, wait and see. Then Whisper actually speaks to the rabbit. Whisper has got supernatural powers that he can actually speak to animals, and animals can speak to him, but the others cannot hear and cannot understand. Okay, he can only speak and understand, speak to animals and understand them, and he can also hear the animals speak. So you see, he asked the rabbit, Rabbit, we are lost, where's the lake? So he asked help from a rabbit which has come out from the rabbit hole. Then the rabbit that rabbit says, come with me. Okay, that is fourth frame. Okay, so let's see what's the question now. Okay, who helps them to find their way to the lake? So definitely the answer will be a a the answer will be a rabbit helps them. You see, I'm following the sentence pattern again, sentence pattern in the question again to write the answer. A rabbit helps them to find their way to the lake. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, okay, number 5. Okay, do they find the lake? Okay, okay, you can see from the frame here. Okay, it asks rabbit to help them. Whisper asks the rabbit to help them to find the way to the lake. Then the next one in frame 5, if you really see clearly, if you see, actually you can see the lake somewhere here. And you can see that Whisper is actually saying, is thanking the rabbit by saying thank you very much. And also Whisper is saying thank you very much to the rabbit. And Thunder is actually offering a carrot to the rabbit. Here you are, rabbit. Okay, that is the 5th frame. So the question asks you, do they find the lake? Yes, they do. But I would advise you to not write yes they do, because when you understand, you can write yes they do. But being a young learner, it's better that you write. It's better to be safe by writing. As a young learner, it's better to write actually, like, follow the question pattern above to be safe. So it's best to write yes they find the lake. Okay, so that would be the answer. Okay, number 6, what does the rabbit get from Thunder? Okay, we actually saw what the rabbit gets from Thunder. We actually see it in frame 5. What is this? This is a carrot. So actually Thunder offers a carrot to the rabbit. Okay, so the answer will be it it gets a carrot from Thunder. Okay, so that will be the answer. Okay, number 7. How does the rabbit feel when it gets a carrot? So we are talking about the rabbit's feeling now. Okay, let's go back to the pictures. Okay, you can see from the 5th frame, let's move to the 6th frame. You can see that actually the rabbit is excited. Is excited and so happy that it says yippee and hops very high until it hits a low branch of a tree. And meanwhile this happens, Whisper asks or reminds the rabbit to watch out. So this what happens in frame 6. So that will give you the answer to question number 7. Okay, how does the rabbit feel when it gets a carrot? It feels happy. It feels happy. Okay, when it gets a carrot. Okay, so that will be the answer. Can we write it feels excited when it gets a carrot? Actually, it sounds correct, but actually it's wrong. Why? Because it feels, feelings, it's about feeling. So when you are happy, you are excited. So you cannot write it feels excited, because when you feel happy, you are excited or you look excited, but you cannot feel excited. Okay, so excited is a condition, but it's not a feeling. Okay, so you cannot write excited. Okay, so it feels happy when it gets a carrot. Okay, number 8, what does the rabbit do when it gets a carrot? Okay, I forgot to highlight this it. It is a pronoun and it actually replaces the phrase the rabbit. So the rabbit is replaced by the pronoun it, and you can only use it for animals. Okay? Or you can use for things. Okay? We have the same thing here. The super friends, actually the super friends is also a phrase and refers to the four friends. And actually the super friends are actually being replaced by they here. You see? So they is also a personal pronoun, okay, for third person. Okay, so they actually represents the super friends. Okay, the super friends, many of them, isn't it? So they actually represents the super friends. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, anyway, I have to go back to the question. I hope that you didn't forget the question. So what does the rabbit do when it gets a carrot? Okay, let's see what happens next. Okay, here, 6, frame 6. So when the rabbit gets a carrot, it's so excited that it hops very high and it hits the low branch of a tree. Okay, that's what happens. You can see that clearly in the picture. So we write the answer now. What does the rabbit do when it gets a carrot? It hops. It hops. Okay, hops. Can you write jump? No, you cannot read. You cannot write jump. Jump are for any for people, because people have got two legs, but animals they have four legs, and normally hops are used for animals which has got for animals which have got four legs, and mostly the four legs are like they have the hind legs longer than the four legs. So that's when you use the word hops. Okay, it hops and hits. It hops and hits. Okay, hits. Hits means hits its head onto the branch of onto a low branch of a tree. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, the last one. Okay, the last one is here. The last one, the answer will be somewhere in seventh and eighth frame. Okay, let's look at the seventh and eighth frame. Okay, we already finished sixth frame, so now let's go to the seventh and eighth frame. Okay, Whisper asks the rabbit if it's okay. If it's okay, so he says, "Are you okay, rabbit?" Then in the eighth frame, the rabbit says, "Now I'm lost." And since the other super friends cannot hear what the rabbit says, cannot understand and cannot hear, so Whisper tells his friends that now he's lost. That means he says that now the rabbit's lost. So this is his dialogue. Now he's lost. Who is lost? The rabbit. Why does Whisper use the word his? Because maybe this rabbit is a male rabbit. Maybe he knows that. That's why he say his. Okay? Okay, let's go to the last question. Okay, what happens to the rabbit now? It falls down feeling. Okay, can we write loss? Can we write loss? Can we write loss? Okay, from the answer you may choose to use this word loss as your answer, but loss cannot be used because it means a lot of things. Loss a friend, lost in the jungle, or lost in the forest, or is it loss? Loss means forgotten, already like do not know how to do. So there's so many meaning to loss. So you cannot use the word loss because it's very vague. In a dialogue, yes, you can use, but for writing is wrong. So you cannot use the word lost. You have to rephrase it. You have to use not rephrase it. Replace the word with another word which is a better word. So it falls down feeling dizzy. Okay, dizzy. D-I-Z-Z-Y. Why I say dizzy? Because, okay, let's look at the picture. Okay, if you see here in this eighth frame, you can see the rabbit. You can see blue stars surrounding his head. That means he feels actually like spinning. So that's how we say that he is feeling dizzy. The feeling that when you knock somewhere or you fall down suddenly, then you just feel the 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 whole world is spinning. So that feeling is called dizzy. Okay, so he feels dizzy. Okay. Okay, let's go through again all the questions, okay, with the answers. Okay, number one, where do the super friends want to go? The super friends want to go to a lake, or you can say to the lake. Is either one acceptable? Okay, are they lost? Yes, they are lost. Who has got an idea? Whisper has got an idea. Number four, who helps them to find their way to the lake? A rabbit helps them to find their way to the lake. Okay, do they find the lake? Yes, they find the lake. Or you can say yes, they do. But as I told earlier, please don't use short answers because it's good to always write the full sentences because you'll be safe. Okay. Number six, what does the rabbit get from thunder? It gets a carrot from thunder. Number seven, how does the rabbit feel when it gets a carrot? It feels happy when it gets a carrot. Okay, number eight. Number eight, what does the rabbit do when it gets a carrot? It hops and hits the branch of a tree. Okay, and number nine, the last one, what happens to the rabbit now? It falls down feeling dizzy. Okay, that's all for now. Okay, I hope you will go through all the questions and go through the answers and check your answers. Okay, check your answers whether all your answers are correct or incorrect. If you need to do any corrections, please do them. Okay. That's all for today's lesson.